time to introduce the Toronto Raptors rebuild. As you can see, it looks nothing like the Toronto Raptors. Because I went crazy with the trades, I'm not going to lie. I initially didn't want to trade like the core of Ingram, Scotty, and my boy RJ, but I saw that I could get a trade for one of the Thompson twins, and I was like, you know what? Let me try and get both. And it just became a whole bunch of like, oh, I could do this for that. Oh, I could do that for this. And then, yeah, it became this. We'll start off by getting JT Thor. And then we got rid of Roden Temple to pick up Thor. I originally got rid of Roden thinking that I could get Thor, but then he was on a two-way, so I had to get rid of Temple too. And then we started trading. And the first one was, we initially were getting rid of Boucher. But then I saw this combo trade for Edie and Wells for Grady, and I don't really like Grady's jumper. Again, he was also supposed to stay around for the core. I was going to try and keep it like, actual. But a trade like this, this opened the floodgates, and then I was like, okay, what else? And then this was just me creating a trade for the Thor thing because he was on a weird contract, so I had to go make them release him. And this was my compensation for giving them a young center. And then I was just supposed to be the center for this Gil nigga. But they were like, hey, let's do this instead. So we did a pick swap as well. And then, yeah, so technically it's a 2-for-1 and then a pick swap. But realistically, I mean, they didn't give a shit about Thor. Gil's old, I'm pretty sure. So they didn't value him at all. And Collins, a young center with potential. And then we got rid of Gil, obviously. And then we have this young 18-year-old center that we brought up to the full roster just because we were moving a bunch of things around. I was trying to figure out who was what and what was what because of when I did that. I think he was on the same contract as Roden, so I just brought him up and said, fuck it. I don't really know if there's a benefit to having a two-way contract or the G League, whatever it was, but I just said, come on up. And then we found this beauty of a trade. I was trying to do like a 3-team deal just to get like a lot done at the same time, but I wasted so much time just repeating the process. So I saw this one. I don't even think this is the one that I initially saw with the SOAR, but I couldn't get it back. So I think it was something with like Pirtle, and we got everything we wanted in the end. But yeah, so in the end we got rid of Pirtle and Sheed. I really like Pirtle. I wanted to keep him. But we got Edie, and I'm taking Edie over Pirtle. But I really like Pirtle. If we didn't get that Edie trade, Pirtle would still be here 100%. Because we would have traded somebody else for Naz Reid. Naz Reid had a few different trade offers that were actually very good and beneficial, but we eventually went with this one. I can't remember why, but this is what we took. And then, I don't know why it's glitching, but yeah, then became the Azor trade. I think, for the most part, obviously not this one, but for the most part, these were trade finders. And then, I was trying to do a lot of manual trades too. I think this one was. So as you can see, it was RJ, Agbaji, and Dante. I like Agbaji too. I wanted to keep most of this roster, but then we were seeing trades. It was like, okay, we got to take this. And then the SOAR trade was becoming difficult, but then when we traded for Nas and Dante, the Dante is what got the trade over the edge. Because Paul Reed and Clintman weren't very valuable. It was just we didn't have something to reciprocate because we were still trying to hold off for this trade. Now, this trade was a mistake because I was doing so many different trades, and they were saying, like, he's too valuable. You have to show me something that's going to take me off my feet, 5,000 times. But there's no, like, oh, it's going to work. No, it just gives the trade. So I just threw a whole bunch of things together because I was annoyed for the 500th different way I've tried to do this trade. I was doing 3-team trades with us, the Suns, and them because Devin Booker isn't very valued by the Suns. So I was trying to do I was god tier trades, and they were just saying no. Eventually, I had 3-team trades for basically everything here so far. Were all proposed in 3-team trades, but none of it ever finalized. So I just said fuck it, did one-on-ones. This was after trying 10,000 things, and then I don't even know why this one went through. Thank God I didn't add Scotty to the mix. I was just doing a whole bunch of tests, but there's no like confirmation. And then like I think I clicked off, and then I was like, oh, let me try this one, and this one went through, and I didn't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe regardless, this is what it was gonna take, but I didn't even start with like just Brandon Emmanuel or Brandon Jacoby. Jacoby I wanted to keep too. Ingram I wanted to keep. Emmanuel I like the whole roster honestly, but like these trades are just like I mean this trade isn't good. This trade I'm fine with. I don't think like the Thompson twins can't shoot, so this team's gonna be bad. But I saw one of the Thompson twins. I was like, you know what? Let's get both of them. It'd be pretty fun. It decimated our roster, but honestly, like, yeah, I'm not mad at it. We got rid of one of our young up and comers in Jameson. We flipped Paul from the Pistons trade to get Ben to get because we needed a new point guard because we got rid of Sheed and Quickly, so that was our point guards and Dante. So we had no point guards, so we had to get Ben for some bench point guard. Then we got rid of Lawson, who was another player I was intrigued by. We flipped Tate, flipped Clintman to get Quentin Post. Key and Spencer were just additions to make it all work out. And then we got rid of them. Then we were like, okay. Oh, yeah, the reason why I kept doing trades too is because I wanted to get some veterans, as you can tell, to mentor my players. So there was also that, trying to figure out who could, because we had young people that probably were never going to play in like Lawson, but who knows? I like them. And then Jameson, like there was people that like they weren't terrible, they're intriguing, but with all the additions we made with like all this and our new roster, which is I'm really happy with, it's made more sense to invest in some development player mentorship. I don't know. Maybe it would have been better to keep young talent to see what come about, but they wouldn't have played really anyway. So I can't imagine. I don't know how development works in this game. This is my first time ever really doing this. So maybe it was a dumb decision. Maybe it was a good decision. But I mean, for how the team looks, I think it was a good call. So we're starting Amen at point. Asor at 2. We bumped Scotty down to small forward because we got Nas in. And then we got Edels, we got Benjamin, we got Wells, JT Thor. Mogbo was somebody that I was really keen on keeping. The only two surviving members is Scotty and Mogbo. I think every other player, yeah, literally every. Oh, and then this young center, 18. He doesn't look terrible. He's not really good at anything, but he's got athleticism, and that's why I kept Big Mogbo because I mean he's very raw. Pause. But he's like good at a lot of things, and as a 6'9" big man with 95 speed, if he can develop that playmaking ability, he could be an elite off the dribble big man that could be a big mismatch nightmare. He's not really good in the post though, so he's not going to take advantage too much of smaller guards and stuff. But he's got a lot of potential, I think. I don't know. He really intrigued me with that 95 speed. We brought him post, nice little stretch big. I mean, he's going to get the job done. That's basically it. He's just going to shoot the ball, hopefully. JT Thor, I just always like his jumper. I've never really got to use him, but I've always loved his jumper when playing my team, so I'm intrigued. Jalen Wells was just a part of that Edie trade. Just brings size and I think defense. Not defense, just good shooting badges, but I'm pretty sure he's not a bad defender, so it's just gonna be he's a good defender, I guess. Good defender, good athleticism. I mean, like and then Ben obviously for defense. I mean, as of right now, we're pretty defensive focused with Asur, Amen, Scotty. Like those are all basically defensive guys without the three ball. So it's a weird era right now. But I mean, I had to get the twins. When I got one, basically, I had to get the other. Edie, rim protector. I mean, he'll be good. He'll be good. He surprisingly has a good 3-point shot. Like he's actually been a very impressive surprise this year. I didn't expect him to be that good of a shooter. He shoots. He does shoot the ball. I don't know if the stats are updated in this. No, that's just off of already started. Yeah, and then Nas, one of my favorite bigs in the game. I think he'll be fun to use. So, I mean, I like what we got. Offensively, we're kind of limited. We definitely do not space the floor very well. But, I mean, these two can shoot. He's okay. Amen is okay. Asur is bad. Off the bench, I mean, Ben can't shoot. We already know that. But, I mean, his ratings are way inflated. So, maybe we'll hit one here and there. Maybe we'll hit one this season. Who knows? Wells can shoot. Thor can shoot. Mogbo does a little bit, and Quinn can shoot. So we got a little bit of stretch floor potential, but it's a lot of running. We have a lot of running potential. The Twins can run. Simmons can run. Mogbo, we already established, can run. Wells can run. Post is going to be a tortoise. I mean, Reed's a mobile big. Doesn't really show in the game, but IRL, he's definitely one of the more mobile, agile, capable bigs. The game doesn't really respect him in that regard, but yeah. And Edie's surprisingly mobile for somebody as big as he is. So I have hopes, but I also know not to get my hopes up. I mean, this is definitely no longer a rebuild. Oh my God, we're playing the team we traded with too. That's hilarious. Trying to get cooked by Grady for trading him. But yeah, it's the debut of the team. It shall be interesting.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Toronto Raptors.
I mean, our team wasn't bad before the trades. Honestly, like, IRL, they're fucking terrible. We suck. But in the game, like, Scotty's a good player. RJ's a good player. EI's a legit player. Quiggs is actually a good player. And Hurdle in the game is, like, disgustingly good. He can post up. He's got one of the best post games in the game for some reason. Maybe I haven't been watching the right Raptors games. But I think Edie is an upgrade over Myrtle, even though the overall doesn't say that. I think Nas is an upgrade. I think Nas fits what I like to do better than Scotty. I don't think Scotty would be as good of a power forward as Nas is. And then Scotty, I think, fits better. I wouldn't say it fits better than BI, but the Twins, I think that's it's an upgrade over Quickly and RJ Barrett.
And for the coaches,
to a certain extent.
What do you think is most important this time of year?
Well, I think just the messaging from the coaches and
it'll be interesting because defensively,
continue to go back to
without question, way better.
Out of training camp,
offensively,
for the season, great staffs
debatable.
never let go of what it is they taught in the first 2 or 3 days of training camp. They've had enough time to understand their roster, and they want to make sure that guys adhere to the basic
that was a good
messaging.
layup attempt.
So, repeating that early and often, that's always important for teams to go a long way.
That's why we got them, because we're going to be running the floor.
The
playing good as defense. I mean, I like our 1 to 3. Like, defensively, we're elite.
Off the bounce.
Stolen by
Offense.
Thompson.
Ooh,
He goes up.
let's go.
And the slam dunk by
Okay.
Thompson.
What a two-way play.
Offensively,
just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The
not going to be the
slam
greatest.
Topped it off.
Our post offense, I think, should be elite. Like, he's just a mismatch galore. Nas is actually an elite post up big. Oh, I thought he should
Here's
stole
Morant.
that.
And he gets that one.
He just brings a
I got
great
bumped by my
feel for the
teammate.
game at the offensive end.
First quarter of play, a minute in. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor.
I still want to play like an
Reed sets the
authentic
screen.
game. Like, I don't want to just run cheesy shit all the time. Like, obviously that's
Pass to
possible and
Thompson.
easy.
Fires for 3.
Oh, I didn't. I meant to pump fake that.
Second chance shot. Edie, that's good.
Let's go,
A
Edie.
stronger defensive
Damn.
presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't
That's
seem like
unfortunate.
anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound on the possession.
And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Brent.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, BA. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
Really left him alone
Okay.
that time.
Nah, that's one
Looking
thing.
like a
Like,
well-oiled
hey,
machine.
We're going to run a lot of offense through Edie. I like Edie.
Here's Morant.
Creates some mismatches. Like, I mean, we're going to
And
run,
the first quarter of action, 2 minutes
what,
in.
6'7", Brandon Clark? 6'8"? You're going to run into some trouble
Pass to Jackson.
against Edie. You need to switch.
Here's Dick.
Jaren Jackson on
Oh,
him.
and Reed with a block.
E.
Barnes against Morant. Dick brings
Scotty
the
take
double
advantage of this mismatch.
team. An open look for Reed.
Oh, that was a bad
Grizzlies with the
fucking
rebound.
animation.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Morant with it. Defended by Thompson.
I'm excited for this team more on the defense than I am the offense.
Left side Dick.
I don't like
Pass
this
to Jackson.
mismatch.
6 on the shot clock.
Switch,
Now here's
switch,
Clark.
switch, switch, switch.
Here's Dick.
I can't jump.
Thompson pulls it in.
Just a bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
Thompson finds Thompson.
I need to run this mismatch with Nas.
Up top Reed. Out to Thompson.
Wow, they
Here's
really,
Barnes. Gets rebounded by
they
Dick.
doubled
He
off of
expects to
Thompson.
make
I'm
every one
surprised.
of
Or on the
those, and we
Thompson.
expect him to
Yeah.
make them too.
All right, let's get a report from Alec.
Grizzlies great Marc
He's gonna be a
Gasol last
problem.
season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, I think a player has to feel that it's
I don't
their
know what
city
we
and they
should
have
really
to fight
focus
for
on.
it.
Whether they're
You play with a
starters
different
for
mindset when you
offense.
do
I don't know,
that.
like,
To me, winning was the most important thing.
And they did a lot of winning. Alec.
obviously we're not going to be trying to shoot
Timeout
threes.
called by Memphis. Aldama's checked in for Dick. All right, let's use this time
So,
to check out the teams with the most
run
steals last
post-up
year.
offense?
The Grizzlies 4th.
And this is a
ISO
team that
offense.
takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and
Got
know when to
roll
go after
offense.
opportunities for
I
steals.
guess we really have a lot of options. We're not limited. It's just we're not going to be able to
Grizzlies
stretch the
trail
floor.
by 9.
So the spacing, if the
Now
teams
here's
are
Morant.
smart, isn't going to be the greatest.
Driving in. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once
No way,
inside,
he just got
he
called
can
for
finish with authority and kick it out to a shooter.
Weird
You can get
behavior.
away with one once in a while.
All right, the bench is
but
in.
It looked like he
There
wasn't
we go.
completely set on that pick.
This is the,
Quick
this is the
little
one
lean
that's going
like
to be.
that is going to get the
intriguing.
ref's attention. Foul call.
Boucher's
That's
checked in
good
for
defensively.
Memphis.
That's for damn sure. We're definitely nowhere near
Clark
as good
outside.
offensive. We should have a little bit more
Pass to Boucher.
splash potential.
And here's
Post is an
Morant.
elite shooter. Wells is a good shooter.
Morant
Ouch.
with
Just
the
walked in.
flair.
Okay.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's
I am
skills
ass,
making
bro. I
it look
can't.
like a
I
circus
can't
in
guard
here.
that boy.
And that replay courtesy of the
Are we gonna pass
AT&T
the ball? What the
5G Slam Cam. They set the pick. Here's Simmons. No good that time. Good
Great.
D by Clark. Grizzlies trail by 5. And finished off by Boucher.
And that was just moving the ball quickly.
Boucher.
He was rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense
I'm so bad at
tried to do
layups.
their
I don't
best to
understand
slow
what
him
layups
down,
in
but
the
when he
slightest
gets
in this
room
game.
like that, you got to look out.
Nigga, he's already tired
Here's
after 2
Simmons.
seconds.
And that one goes
one.
in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Some changes
I don't-
for
that's
Memphis.
the one another thing
Jared
about this
Jackson
game, bro.
comes
This-
in for Clark.
oh, shit,
And
he
it's
shoot free
Pippen
throws.
in for Morant. Free throw
78?
good. Simmons.
Okay.
The Grizzlies have gone 4
I
of
don't know what
7,
the actual
shooting
free
a
throw
solid
rating is,
percentage.
but 78% chance that went in. Stamina in this game is so
107
like
left in the
so
first quarter.
draining. It feels so weird.
Here's Pippen. Simmons defending. Clock at 4.
go
Jackson,
Benjamin.
Pass to Bane. And
gonna be-
another
he's gonna hit
basket
that.
for Memphis.
I knew it because he
That's
walked
where
through
Bane
me.
makes
I
his
could tell
living.
as soon as he
So
walked through me
confident
for some reason
all
that was
over
going to
the
go in. I knew it.
Simmons with it. And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw
go,
it
guys.
down on the lob.
I just
Big
love
Mogbo.
that alley-oop
Hey, man.
slam, B.A.
Defense
I'm excited to see what he
disorganized.
can develop into.
Defense
95
pays.
speed at the 4. Hey, man. Hey, man, 73 ball. Hey, man, he gets a little bit of development. He's going to turn into a superstar. We got a very young team that's filled with potential. Good athleticism. Shit.
Rebound by the Raptors. Down low.
Fuck it. He's running the floor. He's running the floor, man. That's why we got him right there. That's the exact reason why I got him. I want somebody to run the floor like that. We're going to throw it. We're a transition team. For sure. We got Ben Simmons, the twins. We got Mogbo. We're the definition of a 7 seconds team. That's going in again.
And that's not going to go. And so it's Toronto finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead.
We better lead the league in
it's
fast
mostly
break
due
points.
to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Excuse me. Oh yeah, it's a 29-game season. Not gonna do a full 82. We're playing each team once, and then it's playoff time. But that's gonna stay best of 7s. So there really isn't much room for any sort of hiccup. Well, you can have a
And for those of you
mini
just
hiccup.
tuning in, second quarter
like,
action is where we
to
are.
make the playoffs, you're
And
probably
a
gonna have
closer
to
look
win
here
20
at the
games to
scoring
make the
breakdown for the
play-in.
Raptors.
Probably get away with
it's all
15.
fast break points. Those easy buckets. They are so hard to come by in the NBA.
So
if
it's
you get a chance to run,
one of those ones
you
like
have to take advantage of it.
little
They've
losing
also
streak.
done a great
Next thing you
job
know,
of
you're at
taking
6
turnovers
losses, and then you're just like,
producing out of that,
that's
working
not
really
good.
hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
We've got Santi Aldama, Jaren Jackson out there with Chris
I like
Boucher.
Jaren.
Then it's Luke Kennard.
Bitch,
and it's Pippen
I don't like you
in
that
at the
much to let
one.
you score for free.
That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Thompson in the post, defended by Kennard.
I mean, if I was out there, I'd probably test anyone but Jackson Jr.
Pippen. Rebound by the Raptors. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Driving to the basket. And the
There it
slam
is.
dunk by Thompson.
There it is. Go up
Just
quick
great
and let that
offense.
shit
The screen
slam.
freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you
I
can
like this shit
attack
too,
the
because
rim
like
and rise up
we
like
can
that.
play full court defense. Like, we can put pressure on them and
Pass to Jackson.
Teague and nigga like Ja.
Reed.
That's
Jackson
buckets.
gets the bucket. Jackson's got his first points of the game.
Flashing the
Good
in-between
job, a
game.
little tired
Nice.
coming in the fourth
I mean,
quarter.
Jackson is
Like,
more
we
than
got
capable of draining this when
we
given
got
the
Ben,
chance.
we got the twins,
Quarter
we
number
got
2
Scotty,
with just over a minute to play.
we got
so
Wells.
much can
Like
be
we
said
got people
about
that
Jaren
can
Jackson
definitely play.
Jr.'s versatility.
Good
But I'd like
defense
to
on him.
praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it. As
go,
long
go,
as it
go,
helps
go.
his team get the win.
I want
Thompson, that's good.
Like a matador. Ole! There was no defense. That has to be one of the
Thompson.
easier shots I've
Cooking.
seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like
Yeah,
Christmas
20
right
games,
now, just
29
gift
game
wrapping
season, so there's no room. No room
Grizzlies
for
trail
error.
by 10.
You have a nice little 5-game losing streak, or you win like, or you lose like 5 or 7 or some shit, and then next thing you know, you go from play-in talk to, or playoff talk to play-in
Clock
to,
at 6.
hey, we're on the brain type.
Nice D from Reed.
Let's go.
For Toronto, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second.
No way. Oh my God.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that
This
was going to
nigga
hit his
crazy.
head on the rim one day.
Honestly.
The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Timeout called. Memphis. Well,
Best
despite
point
the
guard in
effort
the
to
league,
create
question mark?
super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Graham.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls.
MVP this year?
Partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Dick, he's checked in for Memphis. Desmond Bain comes in for
JJJ. I did
Kennard.
try. Oh,
Dick,
fuck. I did try to trade for JJJ.
Dick's got his first 3 points of the game.
Anyway,
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean,
So,
his confidence from
that would
beyond the
have been
arc
elite. I mean,
is really
Nas,
incredible.
JJJ, you know.
Here's Thompson.
Happy with
He's
what we
got 10.
Are we calling a play?
Thompson
Like how much
outside.
he lost?
Outside Reed. Just 5 on the clock. Fades back. Memphis with a rebound. Defeated by Washington.
I gotta get better
in
at
the last
layups
game.
and post
They'll
game.
try to put that one behind them.
Those two,
And
I
it was
suck
just a
at both.
strange loss. There were far from their best, but still managed to keep it close.
Yeah, really the only thing close, though, about
Once
that
they get
game
the post
was
game.
the score.
Oh,
and just
shit.
about
Help,
every
help,
other
help.
aspect, they were totally
Recovery.
outplayed.
Pippen.
Get this shit out of
With
here.
some nice
Oh,
D.
shit,
Well,
blocked.
the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into
want
a
it.
tough one because the defense is
Take
swarming.
Scotty.
And you
Good
know,
take.
Brent, Scotty Barnes does so much for this team. That includes creating for others.
Yeah, I think that's probably the #1 attribute.
okay.
He's got the length and size to be a defender that can guard 2 through 4, BA, but Scotty's a problem
shit,
because
Jaws
he can
back.
create opportunities and advantage on the offensive end.
Morant, he's
Jaws
checked in
back.
for Pippen. Here's Morant. Thompson with the block.
Let's go,
Decent
man.
reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
Bain against Barnes.
That's the one thing I can't shoot with them. Oh, whoa, who's coming off the screen?
Back to
We
Thompson.
just let it fly?
to the middle.
Nah. Oh, I didn't mean to
Pass
throw
to
to you.
Reed.
All right.
From inside. Buries it. He's
Let's
2
go.
for
Way
4
to
in this game.
bully him.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
That's
A
one thing
moment to
about
hear
Nas,
from
bro.
Ali LaForce.
He can
Brian
post up
John
now.
Morant is excited to be
Look,
back on the court.
bitch.
He's looking to lead
Oh, he
this
is. Oh, he
Grizzlies
is so
team
nice
back
on
to the
defense. Let's
postseason.
go.
He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Ali. Thanks. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be
Okay.
headed to the line for a pair.
I meant to take a hook shot,
He
but
goes on Chris Boucher. Toronto
I'll
shooting
take
their
a
4th and 5th attempts at the
almost
free
and
throw
one.
line tonight.
I
The Grizzlies making a switch here.
gotta learn how
Obama's
to.
checked
Oh,
in.
shit.
So Toronto going
Let's
with
go.
almost
I
an
definitely gotta learn
entirely
how to
new
post up,
group
though.
here.
That was.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come
Easy,
by.
man. Get the fuck
Look
out
at
the way.
Morant working the paint. Nice.
Big motherfucker. You don't realize you take up half the damn court,
Such a
nigga.
great game and
You're gonna
still
go for
be
something. You
trailing.
better make it
Not
count,
over
boy. You
yet,
took me
though.
out the whole play.
Raptors lead by 13. There's a screen. Pass to Edie. The baseline, Jay.
That was a
And so it
slow
looks like the Raptors
jumper.
will
That's our
retain
ball.
possession here.
Why was his jumper so
And here's the
tired?
schedule for the Memphis Grizzlies.
I swear his jumper is faster.
On
than that.
Monday, they kick off a road trip at Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up
Oh,
with
yeah.
Jimmy.
Good screen. Good screen.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe
Oh,
even a
get up.
question mark. Hey, no good.
Oh, okay.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Wells.
I
Shot
didn't even
is
step
good
into it,
off
too.
the
I'll take it.
back rim
Okay,
and
good
in.
shot. Good shot.
Wells has got his first 2 points of the night.
That jumper.
minute 9 left
Slow,
in the first
but I
half.
like it, though. It is a slow jumper, but I do like it.
Morant looking around. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons.
An
layup attempt was so
all-defensive
bad.
selection in this league. Ben Simmons has
Oh
all
my
the
God,
tools to be
splat.
elite
That's what we were
on
going to
this
do
end.
last time. Okay.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah,
I'm liking
that
the
along with
pickups.
maintaining
I'm liking
the
the
pace
pickup.
of
Man,
play
maybe
right now,
maybe I
playing
shouldn't have did all this
tons
shit.
of intensity.
Maybe I.
From deep,
Oh, shit.
Morant. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's
Was a
5 for
three?
9 in the game.
And I love the response by Morant, draining the revenge three in style.
Maybe I should have just stuck with like the current
Simmons
Raptors
against
team.
Morant.
This might be a little too OP, man.
By Simmons.
Oh my, Big Ben showing us.
Is this
how
the
it's
resurgence
done.
of Benjamin?
27 seconds left in the second.
Is he returning to the form of
And here's
2019
Morant.
Benjamin?
He had 25 points in his
Before
last
his
game.
back and his confidence went out the window? Would be nice. It's a good Benjamin to have. Maybe he develops a little bit of three-point
4
shot
on the
finally.
clock.
Hell.
Floater. And the
That's good.
layup is
What?
good. Morant's got 13.
Always
Benjamin,
fun
you
to
know what?
look
I'm gonna
at.
let
Not
Benjamin shoot it.
Tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
He hits this.
And through
Oh
the
my
first
God, I
half,
thought he was gonna hit it
a
something.
lopsided affair. Raptors out front, leading by 17.
Yeah, that nigga
and
would've
we've
hit
got
that
more
shit.
action
Okay.
coming your way after this break.
Please direct your attention And get ready for the fans.
I would say that's a pretty good first half, though. Especially for our first game together. I made all those. I made all those trades before we even played a single game. I probably should have just held up. I kind of jumped the gun, but man, I just saw so many good trade offers. I mean, like, I love Nas, so as soon as I saw that, jumped it. Asur. I mean, I was like, okay, well, if I'm getting Asur, I gotta try and get him in, and I got it. And then it was just like, all right, well, that's a great Edie. Like, I gotta take the Edie trade.
Loving it.
And then before you know it, what's that? 6 new players?
With excellent results.
Edie
Hey,
Wells,
it's not rocket science. They keep telling
both the
people
Thompsons, Nas, Dante didn't stay, so that's
Okay,
5
so
new
now
players.
let's talk about that point guard matchup from the first half.
These two guys have been very competitive with one another. Fans are
He's
getting their
shooting
money's
60.
worth
I
right
swear
now.
to God, he's been
That
missing.
said, I feel like the guy who can incorporate his teammates in the second half, he's got the best chance to walk away with the W.
I didn't realize he was cooking
Thanks
us
for
like that.
tuning
All right,
in.
it's time
now
to lock
it's time
in.
to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Excuse me. 5 blocks, 3 steals, 9 assists, 13 rebounds, 64%. All those numbers in our favor are looking good. Let's continue that trend. Except let's not let Ja cook us for 40
And with
points.
a big gap on the
'cause
scoreboard, the second
that's
half
insane.
begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Oh, a fantastic game from
Blocking
Ja Morant
time.
this
I
week.
swear we've been
I
playing
like
good
how
defense
they
on
control
Ja.
the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that
At least
they're
better
not
than
going to play
60%. I
at
thought we had them
anybody
under
else's
50 like
pace
the
but their
team.
own.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. We've got Amen Thompson, Edie out there with Nas Reed. Then there's Barnes, and it's Thompson
Reed,
in
the
at the
key,
2.
question mark?
From deep,
Why did they switch me
Bain
onto him?
gets the 3 to fall. Bain's got his second.
Bro.
You got to D up Bain from the corner,
I
or
would have switched
else
me on
he'll bury those shots in bunches.
Oh, we're actually going to ISO.
Bain against Barnes. Over Bain. The rebound by Jackson.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his
That's not good.
comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Here's Dick.
He's just
And
letting it
again,
fly.
It's Memphis with a
Wow.
3.
All right,
And the
well,
defense is really allowing them too
like
much
I always
room
do,
on
I
the
jinx the fuck out of myself. All right.
And here in the second half of play,
I
we're
don't know
just
why we
over a
want
minute
it to
in.
work.
Thompson right side from about 19.
I don't like that jumper.
Tries again. And he was
I
fouled
won.
while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
The sheer size of Thompson makes it difficult for defenders
hell
to match up
no.
well against him.
Thompson taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no
Gotta
good.
be fucking joking.
And it's Bain with the
Oh
ball
my
for the
God,
Grizzlies. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Morant against Barnes. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Bain.
Yeah, I mean, we can't
Excellent
stop this nigga,
execution
man.
coming out of the break. They've taken 3
Ah,
shots.
damn.
and
I don't know
made
how the
3
hell Scotty
shots.
got matched up on him, but maybe that's not as good. And we're putting
Barnes
Scotty in
feeling out of
ISOs
it.
again? But look at his stamina. And there's no foul call there. Are you fucking
Creates such a great
serious?
opportunity right
What?
at the rim, and he just can't get it to go.
Not the
Even
hot
with the
hand.
defense not really a factor.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
To the left wing.
We're just gonna go right to him.
Reed in the post. Pounded by Morant.
I don't even know, nigga.
Out to the wing. And stolen by Clark.
What the fuck is going on?
Morant with
Well,
it.
okay, now you're starting
Thompson
to piss me
defending.
off.
Stolen by
You're fucking
Thompson.
wrong, idiot.
And the
It's
slam
getting a
dunk
little
by
ridiculous. Like,
Thompson.
nigga, post up. Like,
Is
what the
Thompson's
fuck was
game
that?
rocking the rim
Why
and
is the
giving his
stamina
team
draining
some energy.
so
Grizzlies trail
absurdly
by
fast,
11.
nigga? Everybody,
We're two of the best athletes in the league.
We're all like
are
30
brothers,
fucking stamina,
Asar
bro.
and
Like,
Ben
what-
Thompson.
These guys are
I'm about to turn down that
absolutely
shit.
off the
That's
charts in terms of
obnoxious.
their
That's
elite ability
unacceptably
to get
high.
up off the floor. And Asar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball.
Second shot
What?
opportunity. They get it.
What?
Kicks it out to Barnes.
Oh, this team was on dick for that one.
Outside read. Shot clock at 6. The Raptors need to get off a shot. The 3 from Thompson. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds.
What is going on this half, man?
Dick with it, working on Barnes. Here's Morant. And a foul call on the way up.
On who? On who? Bro, okay, what the fuck is this stamina? How do you see that shit?
So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Nigga, what the fuck? We're all in the 50s.
Thompson.
Come on, this kid is electric.
Like, come on, bro. We just got it at halftime. You're telling me we're already fucking 4 tired? Like,
Checked in for Memphis.
that's
No
just
good on the
insane.
second, so he hits 1 of 2. Toronto leading by 10. Thompson passes to Thompson. Thompson outside. To the inside. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Nice find by Thompson. Now, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
I'm surprised I got a dunk animation. He had no stamina. He has no stamina.
Memphis has
Like,
gone 4 of 8 from 3. A
Okay,
nice
why?
percentage. There's the steal.
Let's go, Edie. Don't try that shit. Come pass the ball, nigga! Oh my god, we had the fast break. This nigga just wanted to. What happened, actually? I gotta see that back, because that was insanely slow. Okay, you got the rebound. Why is he pushing Drew?
Pass to Reed.
Minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Barnes. Shot clock at 5.
Edie post up.
Back to Reed.
Oh my god, bro. Everything's so slow, bro.
And now the Grizzlies on the run.
Look at him.
Here's Bain. Outside from
What?
And again, Memphis no good.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Thompson scanning the floor. Soft touch off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 14.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3
That just
straight
seems
buckets
obnoxious.
at
Like,
the rim.
nigga, you're gonna tell me a motherfucker
Memphis has
is
gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third
after
quarter.
3 steps,
Timeout
3
called
dribbles.
Grizzlies.
This
Oh
this
my.
this is the
Their
NBA?
coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing
I
them
didn't know
from
NBA
scoring.
players
And
had
if you
such
can
shit
get
stamina. I
to
swear
a
to God,
high
niggas be playing
efficiency
40
shot
minutes a
on the
night.
floor,
Fuck,
and
I
that's
know,
the
though.
paint, you just keep going.
Boucher's checked in for Memphis. Kennard comes in for Bain. Morant, the pass
Bro,
to
why am I
Jackson.
switching on to the wrong person every time?
Let's go with a 3.
That's
Nails
nasty.
it from 3. Jackson's got 5 now.
This is what it's been since halftime.
All right, well, hopefully
Remarkable
the starters. Like, look at the
results
bench.
from
The
downtown.
bench is nice and
Pretty
fresh. How the
infectious
fuck are
right
the
here,
starters so
guys.
exhausted?
In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And that one's good.
Little.
Simmons.
He's too little.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Yeah, it's actually baffling that, like, obviously they've been on a nice little break.
Now here's
but, like,
Morant.
the fact that
16
we're in the
points for
40s
him.
and 50s and 60s off of stamina.
Pass to
5 minutes
Jackson.
at a halftime, or not even 5 minutes, 3 minutes at a halftime.
29 seconds left in the third quarter.
I think there's a problem.
It's interesting.
It's the problem.
They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Morant against Simmons. Here's Thor. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Outside Morant with 4 on the clock. 1 second left.
Oh.
And it's laid in by Jackson. He's got 9.
Let's hope the bank can get
Hard
there.
work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
11-point lead
And
going to the
so
fourth
it's
quarter, I
Toronto,
mean.
closing out the
Could be
quarter
worse.
ahead by 11 points.
Should be better, but
Their
it could
key
be
to
worse.
consistency has been
That
their
was a weird
dominance in the
quarter. Our
paint.
starters
They've been
got
the more physical team. More NBA
literally
on 2K
fatigued at an
Sports
insane
right after
rate.
this.
To the point where, like, that dunk there, he was red. I don't know how he did that, but he was red. Like, Edie took 7 seconds to throw a simple pass.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Is it
This
the alley-oop
is the
to Mogbo?
definition of team chemistry. I love to see this
Oh,
kind of
who'da guessed?
communication
So
and
surprising.
connection between teammates,
It's just the game
leading
is
to the
always going to be
perfect
an alley-oop
pass.
every
The
single
coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel.
I feel like it should have been that Wells
play
3. That Wells
collaborating,
3 up.
improvising,
Off
and
the-
organic.
Look at the, come on, bro.
And
We're
with the
in
fourth
this.
quarter upon us, time is running out for this game.
I'd rather have the
competitive.
bench on,
Santi
bro.
Aldama
Yeah, just
out
put on
there
the
with
bench
Chris
for a minute.
Boucher.
Like, I'm going to call a
Then it's Grady
timeout.
Dick. Then it's Desmond
Yeah, I'm
Bain.
calling a
And
timeout,
it's
bro.
Pippen
It's
in
just
at the point
give him
guard
like a 2-minute
position.
break.
That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
It's ridiculous. The stamina's way too low.
He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game
I don't know
plan.
what the hell, guy. Benjamin, Wells, or Mogbo, post.
A line change
To
here
that
for
stand.
Toronto. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Ali.
Over that last
Oh,
break,
Jaws
guys, I
out
got
too?
a chance to hear what Dirk Orakovic said to the team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Good job there,
Kind of
Ali.
scared me
Thanks.
for a second there.
The
I
paint
really
is
like
where
that
Simmons
animation. But
excels at finding
ball winning.
points. He knows
All right.
how to own the inside.
they got Ja out the game right now and Jaren.
Here's
Perfect
Bain.
time for our bench to
The
get some
rebound
extra
by
time in.
Post.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
To the left side wing. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Simmons.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Well, I don't disagree with you, but I was just trying to kick it out, and I didn't know who was who.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Aldama.
Aldama wants to post up. So Aldama got a game like that? Like
Toronto grabs the miss.
he be
About
doing
1
a lot.
minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Mobo.
No, why did he go backwards?
From down
What
in
the
the low post, it goes.
The assist numbers certainly
Shots.
stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Okay.
Here's Pippen.
I don't know how that goes in, but I will happily take it.
Now here's Bain.
Oh, it's a good screen.
Outside Dick. Outside Bain. Just 5
Oh,
to
you should
shoot.
have swatted that shit.
Memphis needs to get off a shot. Dick gets the bucket.
Damn.
Yeah, impressive vision
Late
from Bain. Always
and
looking
covered.
to move it.
Wow.
And just about a minute and a
I
half.
can't
gone
even
by in
hit
the
it
fourth.
slightly late. This nigga hits a fucking yellow late. That's crazy.
Simmons with it. Inside. Oh,
Pass.
there's a one-hand jam.
Let's go. We're going to
one-hand
place.
jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something
Got
a
a
little
good
more
little
creative.
play calls going on over here. Love to see that.
On the wing, Bain.
All right.
Outside
Bringing the
Dick.
starters. Before I forget. Sure, they're bringing in
Kicks
Ja
it out
and
to
Jaren.
Bain.
I see.
Mobo with the rebound.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this
JT, come on.
deficit
He's too
right
little.
now. He
He's
needs to
too
get on track
what?
if they're going to find a way to win.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Boucher. Lays
He's
it
gonna
up
foul.
and in off
Okay,
the
I was
winning
gonna
assist.
say.
Did you see
Oh, yeah,
that?
I called it in the
going
perfect
right
time. They
to
got
the
their
rim.
starters coming in, too.
That's how you
Yeah,
finish
okay.
in the open floor.
Yeah, anything
Well,
other than a layup in that situation, probably
I honestly
disappointing.
feel like I
Had
should just take my
numbers,
time with the
took
possession.
advantage.
Try not to get a dead ball.
To the paint.
Mogbo on his picks, man. He's
And
cooking.
adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff
All
right
right,
there.
no fouls, no fouls. Keep the ball
Timeout,
alive. No,
Grizzlies.
okay. Never mind.
Let's turn up the noise and give a big welcome to
How we not gonna stand
And some changes here for the Grizzlies.
a little low,
Marcus
but
checked in
whatever.
for Boucher. Jared
All right, well,
Jackson comes in for Aldama.
I'll call him my
And it's Ja Morant in for Pippen.
last time,
And
though.
timeout called by
Given that
Darko
15
Rajakovic.
seconds, I lose that
He was
timeout
quite
anyways. Just
emphatic,
get them that
demanding
little
the
extra bit of
timeout,
stamina.
Clearly wanting to address
Didn't do as
strategy
much as
with
I
his
thought it
team.
would, but whatever. Shit.
Jackson, the pass to Clark. Outside Morant. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes.
Good foul.
That's his first
Good
foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Good foul. That nigga Edie is
Third minute of
slow.
action now gone here in the fourth.
He's not a tortoise, but he is still not.
Bain against Thompson.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Bain, no good.
Rebound.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
To the wing, right side. Here's Edie.
His jumper
Rebound by
feels
Jackson.
different.
Jackson's got
It
his
feels
sixth
so
rebound on the night.
slow
There's
now.
more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Don't like that.
Outside Moran.
His jumper is much slower than what it was
Pass to Clark.
earlier.
6 to shoot.
Oh.
The rebound by Edie. Edie's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Thompson. Drains it from 9 feet
Good
away.
take.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Grizzlies trail by 17. Outside Dick.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the fourth. Back to Moran. Thompson with a steal.
Good steal. All the way. All the way. All the way. He's too slow.
He's now 8 for 11
He's too
after that
fucking
made shot. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle. The hustle
that's
points,
buckets.
getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
All right. Let me call it manually.
And the NBA has made
Maybe
a
this
significant
will yield
investment
better
in the
results.
G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's
There
grown
it is.
into
Good
a
shot.
real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like
Don't
that
let
for
that
a
double
long
come
time,
around.
and it's helped the product.
Wow. Good shot.
1:19 left to play in the fourth quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific
What the fuck?
performance for the
What just
Raptors.
happened to me?
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, BA,
What
it was
the
almost
hell
like
was
watching
that?
a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And what a huge performance it was for Amen Thompson.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially
What the fuck
on the
is going
glass.
on, bro?
He was not messing around.
Kept alive. Pass to Thompson.
I be like pressing the pass button. I'm on like a 72-second delay. It should be throwing me.
4 on the clock. Here's Edie. Guarded by Bain. Fades. And it's Edie missing. And so it's Memphis with it. 19-point game. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Guess we're
Substitution
not
on the
gonna
court.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pippen, the pass to Jackson. There's the drive.
GG Jackson. Oh, Jesus.
And it's Toronto with a rebound.
Oh, he missed it. Huh?
Now Thompson. The jump hook. Nice touch on the bank shot.
Let's go. Let's go.
So no problem for Toronto as they get the win. A statement
start the
road
season.
victory. So impressive.
19-point
Statement
win. Or
indeed,
21-point win.
It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
That's a
Well,
team
folks,
win
that's
right
gonna do
there.
it for now. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Ali LaForce,
what?
this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this
They
2K
got a
Sports
barcode fucking
presentation
tattooed
of the
on him? What the hell is
NBA.
that?
And
Big
now let's
man.
take a look at our player of the game, Amen Thompson.
Amen. Straight dunks. We'll put on a highlight reel, man. He's getting ready for the dunk contest. He gonna win it too, baby. Ja had himself a pretty good game. Jaren was I swear Ja was not doing all that. Jaren was cooking us. Grady quietly had a nice little game. Desmond was getting clamped up though. We got a Min over here. He shot 2 threes? I don't even remember shooting 2. One was an accident. Mogbo had himself a great game. I mean, gee, look at that stat line. 16, 7, 2, 3, and 2. 8 of 11, 0 of 2 from 3. I mean, I think his one miss was a block. His one real, I don't remember the three-point attempts. Nas had himself a good game. Benjamin came on and did his thing. Eatles, 2 of 6. Not good. 8 rebounds, 2 assists. No blocks, though. Nas had 2. Amen had 2. Benjamin had 1. Wells came in. Let it fly. The sword. Not bad. Damn, Scotty shit the bed. Well, the only outlier is Scotty's 0-4. I mean, Edie going 2 of 6 isn't great either. 33% from 3. We only took 2 threes. I mean, we only made 2 threes. Took 6. Interesting.